You're watching Fox 22, Bangor. From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, a family-owned bowling alley is keeping a favorite pastime rolling into the future.
Plus, the baby formula shortage continues to create challenges. Hear from one local farm as they offer goat milk as an alternative.
And jury selection continues for the Thomas Bonfanti trial. These stories and more local news right now. Good morning and welcome into Good Morning Maine. I'm Joe Cortez.
And I'm Emma Smith.
It's going to be a great day. Welcome in, Emma. Thanks for coming back in here.
Thank you.
I get a little tired after a while.
I know. You go for a while.
It goes for a little bit, but Emma, if you haven't heard, Emma joined us last week. She will be joining us here on the morning show full-time very soon. You'll be joining us for the 8th the rest of the week, so We'll be seeing your face a lot more.
I'm excited.
Smiling face going through. So let's get a first look at our forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Hopefully we'll see some sunshine.
Alrighty, thank you very much. A cool start to the morning, especially in the northern ends of the state where frost advisories were issued, and those will expire at about 8 a.m. or so. Further down toward the south, it's warming up that no frost advisories were issued. So far, looking pretty good. We have some clouds moving in from the southwest going toward the north and east. Overall, we will be under a partly cloudy sky again today. Temperatures not too bad, about average for this time of the year. This system right here, though, that's tracking near Washington, D.C. will continue to track off towards the east, and it will continue to send some clouds in our direction for the next day or so. We will have opportunities for rain as we head towards the weekend. As for right now, though, overnight low temperatures have been in the 30s, even some 20s. This is why we've had those alerts in effect this morning for frost. While further down toward the south, overnight lows have only been in the 40s, even mid-40s in a few areas. Futurecast for the rest of today looking pretty good. Partly cloudy skies, so a mixture of clouds and sun. Temperatures not too bad. That will be in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A little bit of wind out there, not too bad, mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but decreasing throughout the day and into the overnight period. So your forecast for today, not too bad, upper 60s to lower 70s, partly cloudy, that northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 41 degrees, not too bad, right under a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall will be nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, 71 degrees, partly cloudy and nice, and a southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period. A lot of sunshine, a few passing clouds, temperatures in the upper 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Devin, thank you.
First up this morning, Justice Bruce Maloney out of the Waldo County Superior Court gave possible jurors detailed instruction on what to expect in the coming days.
This comes as jury selection continues for the Thomas Bonfanti trial. A.J. Douglas explains.
Bonfanti is accused of the deaths of Sean Curry, Samuel Powers, and Jennifer Bryant. He also stands accused of the attempted murder of a fourth victim, Regina Long, who sustained serious injuries after Bonfanti allegedly shot her. The Washington County Sheriff's Office reports the shootings taking place in Machias and Jonesboro at several locations back in February 2020. The circumstances surrounding the case remain a mystery as the defense and prosecution have yet to identify a motive. We spoke to Leanne Zania after the initial arrest.
I'm not going to comment upon the facts of the case. The court has sealed the affidavit at the request of the defense. We had no objection to that, so I'm frankly not in a position to comment on the affidavit.
The Maine Attorney General's office still stands firmly on not commenting on the case until after the trial is finished. Jury selection is set to continue Tuesday. There is currently no time frame of when jury selection will be complete. In Belfast, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
A close call for some students in Brewer after the bus got rear-ended by a driver who witnesses say was distracted. It happened east of the intersection of Day Road and North Main Street, just before 3 o'clock Monday afternoon. They say there were no injuries and the accident was minor. One sixth grader says she was about to get off the bus when the crash happened.
When I stood up, we all just heard this loud crunch, and it sent me flying right back into my seat. And we all looked back to see a car under the bus, and we didn't know what was going on.
Kylie says her parents saw the driver, who appeared to be a teenager, doing something in his car, and that another student in the back of the bus saw the driver on his phone. Police say they are still investigating the crash.
Fairfield police are investigating an early morning robbery at a Circle K on Norwalk Road. Police say at about 3:40 a.m. Sunday, employees from the Circle K reported the robbery, and authorities were able to identify the suspect's vehicle that led to their location. By 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon, a search warrant was served at 224 County Road in Waterville, and evidence of the robbery was recovered. 40-year-old Randy Boyvin and 32-year-old Bethany Hasten Manure, both of Waterville, were arrested and charged with robbery and theft. They were transported to the Somerset County Jail. Both are being held for violating probation. They're expected to be in court August 10th. Police say no weapon was shown during the incident. Further charges are expected.
An Augusta man has been indicted for arson after he allegedly set off fireworks intentionally inside his apartment. 44-year-old Gerald Stackpole was arrested last July. Other tenants in the Jefferson Street apartment house put out the fire with fire extinguishers and a garden hose. Stackpole was also indicted for domestic violence, criminal threatening, and endangering the welfare of a child. The time is now 8:06. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a statistical analysis center has released their report that looks at hate crimes and bias crimes in Maine. Hear what trends were discovered.
But first, let's take another look at our forecast. High of 69 degrees, partially sunny skies, a little bit of cloud coverage today. Those temperatures drop down to the low 40s tonight. And tomorrow we're back in the 70s with more sunshine and a little bit of cloud coverage.
With the first pick in the 2022 real estate draft, the Maine home buyers and sellers select Luke. Get looped and get sold today with Next Home Experience.
Why do thousands of customers take the drive to Newport for all their shoes? Because Comfort Shoes & More has the styles you want, and they also have trained podorthists on staff to help you with all your footwear and arch support issues. We provide free foot evaluations by people who care about fitting you with the most comfortable shoes you will ever own. We have shoes in stock up to 6C and size 17, from safety shoes and boots, running, walking, casual or dress. We have it all at Comfort Shoes & More, 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport, across from Irving.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
One of NASCAR's crown jewel races on Fox.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
We're racing for green.
Of the United States of America.
Today is a day of tribute.
And to the republic for which it stands. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A canine unit rescued an elderly woman Monday morning who authorities say had likely been lost in the woods for 2 nights. According to Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife spokesperson Mark Laddie, last Friday a neighbor had gone to check on 77-year-old Mary Ford and found her missing when they discovered the back door open, with her pocketbook and phone still at the house. Game warden Jake Voter and Canine Coda were called to the scene around 11:45 Sunday night. Around 12:40 Monday morning, Coda picked up a trace. Laddie says Ford was alert but severely dehydrated, telling Voter that she had fallen and was too weak to get up. She was transported to Lincoln Health Hospital in Damariscotta.
A new report released yesterday takes a look at hate crime rates in the state of Maine. Emma Smith has the details.
The University of Southern Maine's Statistical Analysis Center has released a new report that looks at hate and bias crimes in Maine occurring between 2008 and 2017. The findings show a nearly 50% decrease in those crimes that were reported to the FBI. However, the lead author of the report says the numbers could be misleading because of how hate crimes are determined.
There's a lot that goes into it. Is the victims providing the full picture? Are law enforcement trained adequately on how to pick up on some of those details of bias that creep in?
A key finding of the report showed that less than 30% of these crimes reported to the FBI resulted in arrests. Brentlinger says it speaks to the challenges in investigating these types of crimes.
I think it highlighted a need for a more coherent data tracking system across the state. It's really challenging to have a good sense of whether or not it is a hate crime incident.
The report made several recommendations to address the shortcomings in the investigation process.
Make sure you're getting the full picture so then you can have that information and move forward to improve the system, creating a better tracking system so that we have a sense of was an arrest happening, what were the outcomes, and then also support for law enforcement.
Other recommendations included enhancing training for local law enforcement and also updating the annual Crime in Maine reports to include hate crime arrest information. A more detailed explanation of the report's recommendations can be found at justiceresearch.usm.maine.edu. In Bangor, I'm Emma Smith, reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 8:11. After the break, for 1,700 people, emergency rental relief has paid for stability as shelters were closed or full, and now the state is rolling out new restrictions on the program.
Plus, for tens of thousands of Afghan refugees living here in the States, many of their fears are becoming a reality. We'll be right back.
G-Force Entertainment and Kick-Axe Pub and Club present Dueling Pianos, Best of Boston, Saturday, May 28th, 8 p.m. Tickets available online now. G-Force Entertainment, bringing a variety of entertainment to the Bangor Mall.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, free delivery within striking distance of their 21 locations statewide. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
I started smoking at age 16. I was scared when they found cancer in my lung.
Lung cancer, still the deadliest cancer in Maine, but a new test can find it earlier when treatment is more successful.
They were able to remove my cancer and I went back to work, but now I'm retired.
If you're age 55 or older and smoke now or smoked heavily in the past, ask your provider if lung cancer screening is right for you. And learn more at screenmaine.org.
G-Force Entertainment and Kick-Axe Pub and Club present Dueling Pianos, Best of Boston, Saturday, May 28th, 8 p.m. Tickets available online now. G-Force Entertainment, bringing a variety of entertainment to the Bangor Mall.
The baby formula shortage has created challenges for many parents across the U.S., including here in Maine. As Sierra Jordan reports, one local farm in Detroit is offering goat milk as an alternative to baby formula.
I just don't want moms to have to be in so much distress trying to feed their babies.
46 goats on the Crooked Wall Farm in Detroit gets pumped twice a day at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. Erica Pierce and her husband started Crooked Wall Farm 3 years ago in hopes of selling goat milk and cheese to the community through a town food sovereignty ordinance. This allows them to sell the product on their farm.
We consume the heat-treated goat milk, and all of the soft cheeses that we produce here at Crooked Wall Farm are made from heat-treated milk as well.
According to Data Assembly, 40% of baby formulas are out of stock in stores nationwide. When Pierce saw there was a shortage, she made a post on Facebook to help those struggling to feed their infants.
It is potentially an option for folks utilizing heat-treated goat milk to feed human infants is appropriate, as long as the infant is also supplemented with a polyvisol.
However, some doctors disagree. Medical professionals say goat milk can do more harm than good.
Goat milk is something that is considered healthy, but not for infants less than a year of age. It's much higher in protein, and there's some other nutrients that are higher than a baby is used to handling, so it's not recommended as a substitute for baby formula.
Dr. Hagler says there are significant health risks when it comes to babies under 6 months drinking goat's milk.
Hydration for the baby, and not containing enough of a vitamin called folate, which is something that's important for production of red blood cells.
Dr. Hagler says cow's milk can only be used if a baby is 6 months of age or older. She says before considering any alternative for baby formula, parents should make sure to check in with their pediatrician for other recommendations. In studio, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Faced with higher costs to house the homeless in hotels this summer, the state is rolling out new restrictions on a pandemic program. It means some people may no longer be eligible for emergency rental assistance, and hotels may no longer accept the federal funds. Mel Meyer explains.
It's been nice to stay here, you know.
For about 1,700 people, emergency rental relief has paid for stability, as shelters were closed or full, and there's little affordable housing.
The rent is so sky high. I mean, just to get into a place, they want like $4,000 just to move in.
The state has spent more than $18 million in emergency rental assistance to pay for the homeless to stay in hotels. There's been no cap on how much could be charged per month.
We made sure that there wasn't any gouging going on, that there weren't any excess charges being made.
But some costs have caught the state's attention. With tourism season around the corner, Maine Housing says it's time for change.
We've had to make some tough decisions.
The state will be limiting how much hotels could get per night under the program based on a set government rate. It does fluctuate over time and varies in certain parts of Maine.
It sounds like there might be a difference between the government rate and what some of these hotels have been charging or plan to charge.
Yeah, that's correct.
That could help with some savings. Plus, people will only get to use these federal funds for 12 months instead of 18. The state is also reducing the income eligibility.
In some cases, people will exhaust their benefits a little bit earlier than they thought, or the hotels may not accept it. So there's a really painful decisions that we have to make to do what's right for the long term.
Some hotels are no longer accepting new guests using the funds ahead of tourism season and other reasons.
There's places that do this, but they're limited, and this is the busiest time of the year. It's not like there's any vacant places to go to.
There will be a bit of a grace period for those who have used the program for more than a year already. These changes will start on June 1st.
And we're just about 20 minutes past the top of the hour.
Let's get a full look at our forecast. Meteorologist Devin Biggs is in with the latest.
Good morning, Devin.
Alrighty, thank you very much. That frost advisory is up until 8 a.m. this morning. Things will continue to warm up from there as we make it into the upper 60s to lower 70s for our high temperature. So far, just some clouds moving in from the southwest going toward the north and east, and also tracking a little bit more due east as well, as we have the system farther down toward the south with this cold front here that will continue to track off towards the east. So high pressure is helping us out to push some of the clouds away. We'll be putting up with a mixture of clouds and sun for a few days, but there will be more rain chances on the way soon, especially as we head towards the weekend. Wave heights right now not too bad, only around 2 to 3 feet, a little higher further out towards sea at around 4 to 6 feet according to some of the buoys. The winds will actually not be a big deal today at all. Maybe a sea breeze from the south going toward the north, and that'll be about it. But mainly a rogue gust at mainly around 15 miles per hour. But everyone else looking to be at around 5 to 10 miles per hour for the wind, and that will be about it. As for allergies, though, the allergy index is way up. Tree pollen pretty much off the charts right now. Pretty pretty much high, with grass in the moderate category and weed and mold pollen being reported in the low category at this point. Temperatures, let's talk about those here. Better day yesterday, about where we should be for this time of the year. In the upper 60s, about 1 degree below average, as our average high is now 68 degrees. And for the next several days, we'll be in the upper 60s to lower 70s, so it will be rather comfortable to get outside. As for futurecast for today, not too bad out there. A mixture of clouds and sun overall, so we'll have more stretches of sunshine with a few passing clouds from time to time. And there'll be a repetitive pattern today and also for tomorrow. We have to wait until later on in the week for a little bit more cloud cover to move in. As we get ready to watch a little bit more rain now begin to move in as well. We'll have to wait until Thursday night and Friday for that to start to get going, mainly across the northern ends of the state, with better chances of rain really increasing really as we head towards Friday night. And the Saturday, we'll have to wait till about Sunday or so for all this rain to get out of here. But not a lot of rain on the way, at least at this point, though. We have several days to watch this, so some areas could see up to an inch of rain. Other areas, mainly a quarter of an inch of rain, maybe close to a half an inch, and that'll be about it. So a forecast for today, upper 60s to lower 70s under a partly cloudy sky. That northeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 41 degrees, becoming partly cloudy, and the wind overall will be nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, 71 degrees, partly cloudy. It will be nice out there. A southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And your extended forecast. Again, we're dry through Wednesday, then Thursday, a small chance of rain. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Rain chances by Friday, highs in the lower 70s. We remain in the lower 70s on Saturday with a chance for thunderstorms.
At Hashi's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashi's, we also do Rhino linings. We can Rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
When Northeast Collectibles wants to know the local forecast, they log on to VoxBangor.com. A toy, comic, and gaming store located in the Movie Rocket complex. The store has easy access to connect with other geeks or get you hard-to-find collectibles.
Kids eat free all summer long. Find out where at hotlunchsummer.com. Ooh, it's a hot lunch summer. Ooh, it's a hot lunch summer. Ooh, it's a hot lunch summer.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
It's lights, camera, action.
With the Name That Tune blockbuster season finale.
We're celebrating music from the movies.
I can name that tune in 3 notes. The theme from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
That is correct!
Who will steal the show?
You could just win this whole thing.
Name That Tune season finale tonight on Fox.
The Usos are the new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions as the Bloodline's domination spreads. It's an all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
For the tens of thousands of Afghan refugees living here in the States, many of their fears are becoming a reality. Close to 80,000 escaped Taliban rule after the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan last August, and since then, many are finding it hard to acclimate to their new life in a new country. Fox News' Gary Baumgarten reports.
It's been almost a year since the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan sparked a refugee emergency, resulting in more than 76,000 Afghans escaping to America to avoid Taliban persecution, a consequence many feared would be the result of them assisting U.S. forces during the war.
For the lucky, they came with the knapsack. For others, it was just the clothes on their backs.
Now the tens of thousands of Afghan refugees here on U.S. soil are still struggling to adapt.
We feel safe, but we are worried for our family, how they would manage their food. It's hard to get money to Afghanistan.
But many refugees could soon be forced to go back. as they face difficulties applying for asylum.
Asylum is backlogged to the tune of well over 400,000 applications that are just sitting there. It's a years-long process, and of course, humanitarian parolees can only reside in the U.S. for up to 2 years. So they are facing a ticking time bomb.
This comes as the humanitarian situation overseas worsens. Protesters recently marching in Afghanistan's capital of Kabul after the Taliban mandated women wear head-to-toe clothing in public and only leave their homes when absolutely necessary.
If such decrees are issued and imposed on women, then women across Afghanistan will be eliminated.
This comes as Taliban leaders also ruled female news anchors must now cover their faces while on the air. Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
And still to come here on the second half of our show, Main Savings Amphitheater summer concert season is around the corner. We'll take a look at who's touring the North. Plus, a look at a local family business keeping the pastime of bowling alley alive in Bangor. These stories and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery. And now, take advantage of even extra savings during the Furniture Gallery's Memorial Day sale with truckloads of new inventory. Bring home the perfect living room set, dining set, recliner, and mattress. If it's in stock, it's yours to take home today. Open your camper cottage this year with a new mattress. And receive a free bundle on all closeout mattresses. Don't forget to check out our selection of outdoor furniture, too. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, and North Windham.
It takes all types to play Family Feud. The sensible brother.
What would you do if you found the top half of a bikini? Smell it.
The Showstoppers. The Cooks.
Give me a seasoning a chef might name his daughter.
Nutmeg.
Don't do that to your baby.
See who shows up all season on Family Feud.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
It's Taco Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. Devin has the forecast in a moment.
Today's dose of history: the Brooklyn Bridge first opened to traffic on this day in 1883. Singer Bob Dylan turns 81. Actor Gary Burnoff. Remember the character Radar O'Reilly from MASH? Well, he's 79.
Actress and the only woman Elvis married, Priscilla Presley, is 77.
And former NASCAR driver and Newburgh, Maine native Ricky Craven turns 56. For national holidays, we have Asparagus Day.
Oh, we love asparagus.
So we were just talking about how we would asparagus, what was it?
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts with the bacon bits and the balsamic vinaigrette, acorn squash.
Yep.
What would we do for the entree, though? Would it have to be steak? Or?
It pairs so well with steak, and it goes really pretty on the plate.
What is it, the parsley? Is that what they do with
you
the
can lay
the
asparagus over the steak and like some mashed potatoes, and it just looks so pretty.
Oh, man. Well, on that note, I'm starving, so we'll throw things over to Devin Biggs. He has another check out our forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. A cool start to the morning, especially in the northern ends of the state where frost advisories were issued, and those will expire at about 8 a.m. or so. Further down toward the south, it's warm enough that no frost advisories were issued. So far, looking pretty good. We have some clouds moving in from the southwest going toward the north and east. Overall, we will be under a partly cloudy sky again today. Temperatures not too bad, about average for this time of the year. This system right here, though, that's tracking near Washington, D.C. will continue to track off towards the east, and it will continue to send some clouds in our direction for the next day or so. We will have opportunities for rain as we head towards the weekend. As for right now, though, overnight low temperatures have been in the 30s, even some 20s. This is why we've had those alerts in effect this morning for frost. While further down toward the south, overnight lows have only been in the 40s, even mid-40s in a few areas. Futurecast for the rest of today looking pretty good. Partly cloudy skies, so a mixture of clouds and sun. Temperatures not too bad. That will be in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A little bit of wind out there, not too bad, mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but decreasing throughout the day. and into the overnight period. So your forecast for today, not too bad. Upper 60s to lower 70s, partly cloudy, that northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 41 degrees, not too bad, right under a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall will be nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, 71 degrees, partly cloudy and nice, and a southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period. A lot of sunshine, a few passing clouds, temperatures in the upper 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin.
Now to the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial.
The big news from court involved something that did not happen as expected. Yesterday, ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the story.
This morning, a strategy shift from Amber Heard's legal team in the $50 million defamation lawsuit brought by her ex-husband, Johnny Depp. The lawsuit stems from an essay in which Heard claimed to be the victim of abuse. Depp's name appeared on the witness list Monday, but in the end, Heard's defense team decided not to call him to the stand.
Calling Johnny Depp in Amber's case would have been a bad choice. It's really nothing he could say that would help her. But Johnny's side can call him as a witness, so I anticipate we'll see him.
Also set to take the stand this week, supermodel Kate Moss. She dated Depp in the 90s and is expected to testify tomorrow in defense of Depp after Heard claimed he once tried to push Moss down a flight of stairs.
Johnny says that never happened and is apparently bringing in Kate Moss as a witness on Wednesday to testify that there was no incident.
With the trial nearing its conclusion, legal analysts say Heard's defense is facing substantial challenges.
There's a lot of inconsistency with Amber's statements. They just don't add up or make a lot of common sense to me. The jury's going to have to determine in this he said, she said dispute what happened, but the evidence, it just does not add up in my mind.
More witnesses took the stand in Heard's defense yesterday, including a surgeon who cast doubt on Depp's claim about how his finger was severed during a fight between the couple. But in the court of public opinion, observers say it appears Heard may have already lost. The actress has faced widespread backlash on social media.
It's Johnny's allegation that Amber has lied about her claims of abuse and has actually used the Me Too movement to get support for these false claims. So if true, she's done tremendous damage to that movement. But we're also seeing that we have to balance the need to protect the victim versus the need of due process for the accused.
A Wisconsin man sets the world record for eating Big Macs every day. The Guinness World Records awarded Donald Gorski for eating a Big Mac once or twice a day for the last 50 years. That is more than 30,000 of them. Gorski first tried the burger in 1972 at his local McDonald's in Fond du Lac.
Now, since that first bite, he has only missed 8 days of eating the Big Macs, according to the record-keeping organization. Gorski says he will likely continue to eat his favorite burger for the rest of his life. Wow, that's a long time. That is a long time to do anything, let alone eat a Big Mac.
I like Big Macs. I probably prefer a quarter pounder.
Yeah, a little more on it. So,
yeah.
Well, it's wedding season, and a new survey says many people might be spending a bit more than they would like. According to the Wedding Report, more than 2 million weddings are expected this year. That's the most since 1984. However, guests might be spending a little more than they would enjoy.
A recent survey by Bankrate.com found that 39 million Americans feel forced to spend more money than they're comfortable with when attending a wedding. 61% of adults are planning to attend these celebrations, a decrease from the 65% from last year. Analysts suggest inflation could be a reason for the decline. And Time magazine releases its list of the most influential people of 2022. Vanessa Hudgens lands a new hosting gig and more.
Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
You need to pick a side.
Ethan Hunt returns, Hudgens MCs, and Zendaya inspires in the Hollywood Nation. Many celebrities and entertainers have made Time magazine's annual Time 100 list, honoring the most influential people of 2022. Zendaya, Simu Liu, and Mary J. Blige are among honorees, each featured on one of 5 different magazine covers. Other celebs include Ariana DeBose, Adele, Pete Davidson, and Oprah Winfrey. Vanessa Hudgens will host the 2022 MTV Movie and TV Awards. The event will also honor reality television and competition shows with the MTV Movie and TV Awards unscripted on the same night. Both ceremonies air live from Los Angeles June 5th. Hudgens hosted the inaugural Movie and TV Awards Greatest of All Time special back in 2020.
It's what you do in life that's important. not how much time you have.
In today's First Looks, Neon released a trailer to Moon Age Daydream about the life and career of late singer David Bowie. It will be an immersive cinematic experience that will include never-before-seen footage, performances, music, and narration from Bowie himself. This is the first film to be approved by the musician's estate.
You're fighting to save an ideal that doesn't exist.
And Tom Cruise is back in action as Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Paramount Pictures released the first full trailer to the 7th film in the Spy franchise, featuring Cruise in death-defying action sequences. The film arrives in theaters July 14th.
This is our chance.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Still to come here this morning, Mansfield Stadium is set to celebrate 30 years. Tyler Cruz and Dave Peck will join us with details on a big ceremony in June.
But first, let's take another quick look at that forecast. I have 69 degrees today. We'll see some sunshine, a little bit of cloud coverage coming in this evening. Tomorrow, we're back to the same thing we are seeing today, except temperature may be a little warmer with a high of 71.
As our parents get older, they can stay more active with the right care.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, did you have 4 of those?
Yeah. Find care for your mom and dad at care.com.
You don't stay in business as long as Rowell's Garage unless you're doing a lot of things right. Since 1946, Rowell's Garage in Dover Foxcroft has seen many customers drive off the lot completely satisfied, and they keep coming back. Why? Things like a wide selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and crossovers. Incredible customer service. A repair center that does it right the first time and on time. But the biggest reason, like new quality vehicles at a pre-owned price. So save yourself the hassle and save yourself some money. Rowell's Garage, Dover Foxcroft.
Many of the area golfers keep returning to the Pine Hill Golf Course, offering one of the area's best greens, well-manicured practice greens, and spacious driving range to improve your game. Bring your family to Pine Hill Golf Course to play a challenging yet relaxing round of golf at an affordable rate. Our clubhouse is a great place to eat, drink, and learn. Don't miss your shot to play an affordable round of golf at Pine Hill Golf Course, open to the public and members. Pine Hill Golf Course, just off the Brewer Lake Road.
I may be close to retirement, but I'm as busy as ever. And thanks to Voya, I'm confident about my future. Voya provides guidance for the right investments. They make me feel like I've got it all under control.
Voya, be confident to and through retirement.
I'm thinking yes. 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 I'll have what she's having. And you can too. Get ready for the good dish. Delicious twist on your favorite comfort foods. Decadent desserts you can whip up in no time. And game-changing shortcuts. What's for dinner is about to get way easier. And way more fun than doing the dishes. So get ready to get dishing.
Weekdays at 1 on Fox 22.
This is Sheldon Cooper's theory of relativity.
Young Sheldon 5 times a week
on Fox 22.
Good morning, everyone. Well, 3 games into the Eastern Conference Finals, and who knows what to expect from either the Heat or the Celtics. We've seen big leads, blown leads, and everything in between. One thing was for certain in Game 4, though. The Celtics needed this one to get back on track. Couple of injuries for both teams. Marcus Smart missing Game 4. Tyler Hero missing Game 4 with a groin injury for the Heat. Celtics out to an early 14-1 lead, and it started with defense here. Peyton Pritchard to Derek White sets up Tatum for the slam. And then in the second, Tatum again here, getting it at the three-point line, goes baseline and finishes with a nice reverse to give the Celtics an even bigger lead, 38-18. And then later in the quarter, Jaylen Brown making an impact as well. He drives here and a strong finish there. Second half, it was more of the same. Great defense turning into transition offense here as that one's tipped ahead. It's Pritchard. It's over to Jaylen Brown, and he finishes 5 Celtics in double digits, 31 for Tatum as they take it 102-82. So a big win, and now the series is tied at 2 apiece as we head back to Miami for Game 5. That one's set for 8:30 on Wednesday. Now switching gears to baseball. Generations of ball players have grown up inside the lines of Bangor's Mansfield Stadium, experiencing the atmosphere and the history of the ballpark that turns 30 years old next month. The so-called Field of Screams will celebrate 30 years next week during Bangor's senior night game versus Brewer. The celebration is scheduled for June 1st, where those who've played, worked, and just experienced the stadium through the years will share their memories of the historic ballpark.
We've reached out to some people that played here at a pretty prominent and have made it beyond this field at a pretty prominent level. So, some favorite memories and some trivia. We'll probably have some trivia during the game where fans can interact and maybe have some prizes offered to people that respond first on the trivia questions.
I'll definitely have to brush up on my trivia because he threw out some names that I didn't know, but I just nodded my head like I did. All right, over its history, Mansfield has been home to countless championship games, be it high school or senior little league. Even guys, look at that. Xander Bogaerts laced up the cleats inside the field that has made thousands of kids feel like big leaguers.
This is the field that for 30 years that kids have dreamt about playing on, whether it's in a senior little league game or alternative baseball game or MPA championship game or senior little league World Series. This has been the field that the kids circle, the date that they circle on the calendar to go to Mansfield Stadium, play under the lights in front of a big crowd where the fans are right on top of you, and that's why it's important to celebrate 30 years.
So again, that ceremony is scheduled for June 1st, just before 7 p.m. That's when first pitch is for the game. So there will be plenty of activity before that. For the 30th anniversary, 33 years ago, though, switching gears, was when Mike Carrier of Bucksport first started steering the ship for the Golden Bucks. And on Monday, he had a chance to capture a milestone that few coaches are able to reach. 499 wins for Carrier, facing Dexter on Monday for number 500. First inning, Ella Hosford in the circle, working her magic per usual, gets the K to end the inning. Bottom of the second now, Bucks threatening here. Hannah Dean with the wild pitch. That goes to the backstop. Faith Vincent slides into home. 1-0 Golden Bucks. Then in the third, it's Vincent at the plate here. Puts it in play. That finds a hole. Dribbles into center field. And Lily Chiavelli comes around to score. Bucksport would break it open in the inning. They go on to win it 10-0 in 5. An emphatic number 500 for Mike Carrier.
It's a testament to all the people around me that have just worked really hard. My junior high coaches, my JV coaches, my youth league coaches, summer coaches. I just get the benefit of it all.
So congratulations to Coach Carey, and we'll have more from him and the rest of the Bucksport softball team on Tuesday. But for now, it's time to talk some tennis, because Monday was the final round of the MPA Singles Championships down at Bates College in Lewiston. For the girls, top-seeded Lydia Gomez of MCI taking on second-seeded Coco Meserve of Brunswick. First set, Coco down 3-2. Nice serve here for the game-tying shot. Match tied up at 3. Still in the first set, Gomez with a tough forehand inside out here forces the error to take the set 6-4. Second set we go now. Meserve with a killer backhand, sets it up with that serve, and she goes inside out as well to get the winner and stay alive. But Gomez, later in the match, she's able to get the hard-fought point here, and she goes on to win it 6-4, 6-3 in straight sets. Afterwards, she told us it was not easy.
The final was the most hard that I ever had here in Maine. So it was fun. My opponent, she was really good and really smart.
So congratulations to Lydia. To some other scores around the state. Now first, back to softball. MDI gets the better of Old Town in extra innings. Lexi Tozier with the walk-off double to win it 3-2. So some fireworks there. Elsewhere, Mananoka continues to dominate 16-6 over Orono. And for baseball, how about Central's Hayden Strout throws a no-hitter, 15 strikeouts, and he hits a home run too. Doing it all, that according to Eastern Maine Sports, as the Red Devils win it 5-0 over George Stevens. And down in Thompson, Brewer fell to Mount Ararat 4-2 in some Class A action. All right, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
It's like I'm downloading in slow motion. Wish we had better internet.
That's right. It's me, Charlie. Wish specialist for Spectrum. Let's get that wish granted.
How?
Spectrum Internet delivers speeds of 200 megabits for a stronger connection on all your devices. Here, yeah, and here. Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep your kids safe online.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
Why do we need all these remotes? I wish our shows were in one place.
Spectrum TV makes it easy to find your favorites. Plus, you'll have access to over 85,000 titles. on demand. And with the free Spectrum TV app, you can watch live sports, news, and more on any device, anywhere.
Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
I wish we didn't have a
contract. Granted.
Oh, he's good.
Switch to Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-768-4999.
At Bathfitter, every quality bath starts with quality people. Our consultants help you choose from hundreds of bath options, so we fit your style. Our installers complete your work in as little as a day, so we fit your schedule. Our manufacturing team custom crafts your bath, so we fit your standards, and it's guaranteed for life. When you can trust the people who create your new bath, it just fits. Bathfitter. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
On the next Last Man Standing.
Hello.
I like the salute. I want all my daughters to start doing that.
Eve Baxter returns.
Tomorrow, all my girls are going to be doing the Sunday morning breakfast club again.
Just like when I was a kid.
Except that I'm pregnant.
Just like when I was a kid.
And it's just like old times.
Yeah, the olden days. Terrible. Country was divided. Nobody trusted the president. Good thing we fixed that.
Last Man Standing. This afternoon, starting at 4 on Fox 22.
Not everyone is cut out to work with family. However, the Mucci family has found the perfect balance of work and play.
They own family fun bowling lanes in Bangor, where Andy and his daughter Angelina work side by side, keeping a favorite pastime rolling into the future.
It's been really a blessing to be here already, to be able to continue to spend time with him and, help with the business.
69-year-old Andy Mucci and his daughter, 33-year-old Angelina Mucci, have a ball at work. The two operate Family Fun Bowling Center on Hilder Street in Bangor. The Muccis purchased this business back in 1967 when Andy was just a teenager.
It got passed down to me through the family. A lot of my friends that families have owned businesses. They've come and they've gone. We'd like to believe we can hang in there.
Over the years, this father-daughter team has seen bowling evolve from pencil and paper scorekeeping to electronic scorekeeping. The pair has also witnessed the technique of bowling change from a conventional one-handed grip on the ball to a thumbless grip, even the most recent trend of a two-handed thumbless bowling toss. One thing that's remained the same, though, is the commitment of all the bowling leagues.
Like the seniors, I have known them since I was a baby, and they're like adoptive grandparents to me.
Seniors like Glennis McSorley.
Good exercise, good people that you meet, fun.
McSorley bowls so often, the Muccis hired the 93-year-old as their bookkeeper.
Oh, I write his checks for him. He signs them, of course. I just help him.
Keeping Mainers active while simultaneously helping the business roll into the future is a win-win for the Mucci family.
It's a community that is not just customers, it's family.
In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Maine Savings Amphitheater's summer concert season is just around the corner.
Brooke Riley gives us a look at how construction is going.
There is officially 1 month to go until the first artists take the stage for Waterfront Concert's 13th season in Bangor.
Some of the biggest acts we've ever had in the history of the series, so we're very, very pleased with the overall lineup of 2022 here at the Maine Savings Amphitheater.
Gray says the venue is getting huge upgrades, including real restrooms, updated seats, and concession stands. There will also be a new box office and entrance, as well as raised elevations with better sight lines.
The big focus now is fan-facing and making sure that, we say thank you to the fans that have supported us for so many years here.
Gray says the venue will be ready from a concert standpoint by the first show, but some construction is expected to continue throughout the season.
Buildings as a whole, lawn bathrooms, lawn concessions, those structures will be turned over to us prior to the first show with Dierks Bentley. The two box setups on Main Street and Concourse, those are in progress, and the Premium Suites Club will come online shortly thereafter.
According to Gray, ticket sales have been strong so far.
It's absolutely great, especially for the businesses downtown that have been, hit so hard during COVID. We're very we feel very good about what they're going to experience this summer.
Although exchanges in the venue are possible, he says the Maine Savings Amphitheater will also be going cashless this summer.
The idea of going cashless obviously is less touch and transfer, ease of operation, speed, and people got really used to that during COVID.
Gray says this season will be their biggest one yet.
With what we're nearing in on, looks like to be a 20-show season for us. We still got a few more announcements to come. It's massive.
In Bangor, Brooke Riley, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
And finally, here's a look at some upbeat stories making headlines.
Before her birthday, Audrey Matheson, who was turning 100, told her caregivers she wanted to ride in a red convertible Corvette. So the East Valley Corvette Club in Phoenix obliged, taking Matheson for a joyride. When it was all over, Matheson said, "Her heart is full." It's considered the ultimate test of teamwork and perseverance. It's the Herndon Monument Climb for Naval Academy freshmen in Annapolis. Each class has to climb the 21-foot monument while covered in vegetable shortening. This year's class made it to the top in 3 hours and 36 minutes. Researchers in Argentina have discovered a new species of pterosaur, a flying reptile that lived alongside the dinosaurs 86 million years ago. Researchers say based on its bones, it was one of the largest pterosaurs in the world. It's called Thanasaurus draconamaru. It was found in the Andes Mountains in the province of Mendoza. The name means death dragon. And this weekend, 500 Mapuche women in a Chilean coastal town sat down to produce an 1,100-yard rainbow woven in the loom. Each weaver worked on a panel, and all the panels were eventually sewn together. The message they're conveying includes the rights to nature, free determination, and expression of art. And those are some of the other stories making headlines on ABC 7.
Now here's meteorologist Devin Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Alrighty, thank you very much. That frost advisory is up until 8 a.m. this morning. Things will continue to warm up from there as we make it into the upper 60s to lower 70s for our high temperature. So far, just some clouds moving in from the southwest going toward the north and east, and also tracking a little bit more due east as well as we have the system further down toward the south with this cold front here that will continue to track off towards the east. So high pressure is helping us out to push some of the clouds away. We'll be putting up with a mixture of clouds and sun for a few days, but there will be more rain chances on the way soon, especially as we head towards the weekend. Wave heights right now, not too bad, only around 2 to 3 feet, a little higher further out towards sea at around 4 to 6 feet according to some of the buoys. The winds will actually not be a big deal today at all, maybe a sea breeze from the south going toward the north, and that'll be about it. But mainly a rogue gust at mainly around 15 miles per hour, but everyone else looking to be at around 5 to 10 miles per hour for the wind, and that will be about it. As for allergies, though, the allergy index is way up. Tree pollen pretty much off the charts right now, pretty much high with grass in the moderate category and weed and mold pollen being reported in the low category at this point. Temperatures, let's talk about those here. Better day yesterday, about where we should be for this time of the year in the upper 60s, about 1 degree below average, as our average high is now 68 degrees. And for the next several days, we'll be in the upper 60s to lower 70s, so it will be rather comfortable to get outside. As for futurecast for today, not too bad out there. A mixture of clouds and sun overall. So we'll have more stretches of sunshine with a few passing clouds from time to time. And there'll be a repetitive pattern today and also for tomorrow. We'll have to wait until later on in the week for a little bit more cloud cover to move in as we get ready to watch a little bit more rain now begin to move in as well. We'll have to wait until Thursday night and Friday for that to start to get going, mainly across the northern ends of the state with better chances of rain really increasing really as we head towards Friday night. And the Saturday, we'll have to wait till about Sunday or so for all this rain to get out of here. But not a lot of rain on the way, at least at this point, though. We have several days to watch it, so some areas could see up to an inch of rain. Other areas, mainly a quarter of an inch of rain, maybe close to a half an inch, and that'll be about it. So a forecast for today, upper 60s to lower 70s under a partly cloudy sky. That northeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 41 degrees, becoming partly cloudy, and the wind overall will be nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, 71 degrees, partly cloudy. It will be nice out there. A southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And your extended forecast. Again, we're dry through Wednesday, then Thursday, a small chance of rain. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Rain chances by Friday, highs in the lower 70s. We remain in the lower 70s on Saturday with a chance for thunderstorms.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Hashi's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashi's, we also do rhino linings. We can rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
Next Drew, get a little bit extra.
This is the stuff you didn't get to see until now.
Exclusive moments with Kate Hudson, Gail King, Keke Palmer.
You know it's your girl? Yeah.
Plus,
it became one of our most epic episodes we've ever had.
Machine Gun Kelly.
I know my publicist is back there just like,
what are you doing? Next on the Emmy-nominated Drew Barrymore Show.
The Drew Barrymore Show, Tuesday at 3 on Fox 22.
With Memorial Day right around the corner, many of us are starting to think about what we can serve when the family comes over. If you're like me, you want something that you can make ahead, something that'll feed a crowd, and of course, something that's really tasty. How about fried chicken that's so crispy, your relative sitting across from you can hear the crunch? We start by bathing some cut-up bone-in chicken in a mixture of milk mixed with a beaten egg. From there, we dip the chicken into some seasoned flour, and once it's coated, gently shake off the excess flour. Before we add our chicken to the hot oil, we want to make sure the temperature is 350 degrees. This way, it'll cook evenly inside and out. After it's cooked, we let it drain for a second on a wire rack, and it's ready to dig into. You can also make this a day or so ahead and serve it chilled, or simply heat it up in a warm oven right before serving it. Talk about a main dish that will be welcomed with open arms. Of course, you'll want to team this with your typical go-alongs. To get your hands on the recipe for our extra crispy fried chicken, head over to our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with Kelly, where today we found a crispy, crunchy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Well,
fried chicken and watermelon. Could you get any more summer?
That's perfect. Perfect combination.
I think that's all we need today. And actually, speaking of fried chicken summer, there is barbecue. Moe's Barbecue is holding a fundraiser. Didn't get a chance because we're getting out of here. Didn't get a chance to talk about the story. But check out Moe's Barbecue. They're holding a fundraiser for the Furry Friends Food Bank. But that story will be on our website, foxbangor.com. Emma Smith, thank you for joining us. You'll be seeing her face a lot more coming up in the next couple days, weeks. We'll be moving in. But you'll be back here for 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Thank you, Joe. I'm happy to be here.
It's going to be a blast. So enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great Taco Tuesday. We'll see you back here at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Have you filed for disability benefits?